We have made a decision that we've kind of been umming and ahhing about for quite some time. Check this out. Another quality piece of John Deere manufacturing. I was just coming down the lane because I've been and filled up the towing fet, which I've got behind. And I thought that just looks so wobbly. I can't work out what's going on with that mudguard because it was kind of on the angle like that. He's sat in there, it looks really weird. I thought, oh, the bolt must have come loose. I've never played with these before. I don't know what they look like. And I got down and the bolt came out and I thought, oh, it must be like a slotted hole and it's come loose or whatever. But no, if we look under here, the casting has completely snapped off and it's got a threaded bolt hole. So, yeah, thrilled right now, absolutely thrilled. Gotta take that off. Just what I wanted to do this morning. Come on, go. Oh. Now, I don't know much about much, but I know enough to know that this shouldn't do this. It's taking some getting off as well. Here we are. Oh, you bugger, that's heavier than I thought it was gonna be. Jesus. It doesn't look that heavy. Well, you can kind of see clearer now, look. A whole corner's just completely cracked off. I could put it on those holes, I suppose. But I'd have to shimmy this thing round. I'd have to spin, put that on this side, or else that's gonna rub the wheel. So I'd have to move that over there, which is not a job for today. Put this thing in here. Right. I'm actually going to do something now. Oh, left that on there. Let's take that off. You know what? I reckon, you know how some people wear one earring? I reckon rocking one mudguard's going to be like the new one earring thing. Or, you know, when like some people have got odd shoes on, like odd coloured shoes. I reckon that's that. I reckon that's going to be, I'm a trendsetter. Give it a couple of years, everyone will be doing it. Actually, you know what? I lied. This isn't going to be cool. It's weird. It makes me feel a bit sick. I know some boys take the mudguards off when they're butt braking because I guess because the grass like getting stuck up inside the wheels and between the wheels and the mudguard. So I get it. Makes sense. And if I didn't have any mudguards on, I think I'd be fine. But having one mudguard on is weird. I just don't feel like I'm looking at things right. Like my eyes aren't on square. We used to have an old Ford 7840. Oh, that was a classic with a white roof, white cab. Oh. Beautiful thing, straight 6-cylinder, pulled like an absolute train. It was a cracking bit of kit. I love that tractor, and that was my hedge cutting tractor. We sold that when we bought this John Deere, and that didn't have any mud guards on it ever, and that was fine. I got on all right with that, but this is weird. Yeah, this is really weird. Oh yeah, and still got the towing fet, by the way. I'm just like trying to get a bit more on some barley whilst I've got the chance to use it before Peter comes and takes the rightful ownership of it. I could do this job all day though. I just love doing this job. It's like raking, something about it. Oh yeah, look. Summer's over, it's done. We had a nice week of it, which to be fair is a week more than we had last year, but that's it now, we're done. Job done. Autumn is well and truly pending. We've got a bit of a job on our hands because Grainstall's a bit of a mess. So we've got all this kit in here. Hedge cutter's still on because obviously we use that tractor all the time. We finished hedge cutting, what, 1st of March? Still sat there. We have got the new window in it now though, after I smashed it. Got to move this out of the way, take that trailer out of the way. Drill's got to come out, need to clean the drill down. Then I want to go actually trim a few bits of grass in gateways and things so that we can move cows easier and it's a bit safer. Got some chicken pellets there, they need to come out. And we've got to clean up all this because this is where we had some wheat, some old wheat, and it's got stuck to the wall. It's made a right mess. We've got all the decent wheat out of it, but we just need to clean it up, get tidy, take the hedge cutter off. We need to put the discs on because as I mentioned last week, we've got quite a big change on the farm. And we'll talk about it a bit more a bit later on. It's mega, it is massive. But we need to put the discs on the 6.6 for a little while. So I need to get the hedge cutter off. But yeah, first I've actually got to get to it. I love this lifting frame. It's absolutely brilliant. Like it's a homemade thing. I know you can buy them, but Dad knocked this up years ago. We use it all the time just for moving stuff around. It makes life so easy because just so much more simple than moving stuff around with the 3-point linkage all the time and having to take stuff on and off of tractors. I'm gonna stick this trailer up the top of the yard as well. I love to like line stuff up here, it makes it look like we're having a farm sale. You'll do that. We've decided, whilst I've got the hedge cutter on, I'm going to go and trim out a couple of bits of gateways, bit of grass, whatever else before we take it off, because there's a few gateways that we come in and out of with the buggy that, let's be honest, a bit hair raising. They're just grass is high, the hedge, they're on funny corners, whatever else. So I think it's a good idea. Let's just cut it down, make sure we can see out, make sure other people can see us, and play a bit safe. And then we can take this off and I haven't got to worry about putting it back on again too quick. Right, that's much better. Dad should have been using the bucket brush to clean up that old wheat and God knows what else that was in the grain store. So hopefully when we get back, we can take this thing off. One leg down, flip that up, and that one. And for my next trick, the top link pin. Woo! Happy days. Whilst we've got some tractors spare, we're going to actually get out a bit of silage kit because we are running low on silage and we are going to need to do a little bit at some point, even if it is just to get us by before we do the main lot. That means getting all the kit out of the shed. Have you ever played that game with all the cars and you've got a different coloured car at the back and you've got to try and get it out of the car jam? You have to keep moving all the cars around. The inspiration for that game was taken from our shed, and you'll see why in a minute. We literally have everything rammed in there. I wish it went in as easy as it comes out. Now, for the world's tightest door. Prepared to see someone get wet when it runs down there and the water comes off the track. And that someone is probably going to be me. Jesus. If you didn't want something to get nicked, that's where you want to put it. Because no one would ever nick it. They'd never get it out. Yeah, just. Typically the two things we want is this and that. So we've got to get something else out so we can get at them. What we're really after is the mower and the wrapper. We want to get those things out so that if we do want to go sergeant, cut a bit of grass, keep cows ticking over, we have got something. But we have to move all this stuff out because to get them in there, you have to come through the dodgy door, which is here, and there's double doors, they slide along, so you have to take all the stuff out of here because it's in the way, then move the door, take this stuff out, so we've got room to swing in there and get that. I mean, it's great. It gets rid of a lot of kit, but oh my God, is it some work. This one is mega tight. You have to dismantle the shearing trailer to get it to swing over the top. Well, Dad's not done this before. Because I'm smart. Swing out over the top and we'll get out the door. I would like to point out for the record, stuff never goes in as easy as it comes out. Because actually that's been quite simple today. It is not simple when you try and get it in there. Now I know I keep teasing that I'm going to tell you what's going on because there's some major changes happening. I am going to do it. After this, I've got to wash this because the job I'm doing next, it all starts to make sense, okay? We're going to get this all washed. I might wash the tractor as well because the windows are filthy and I managed to get molasses on them. It's a long story, but yeah, I need to wash it. Just a quick bath, like. I'm not exactly going to polish her. I'm not that sad. Right, so we got the old drill out, as you can see. Now, those of you who've watched this channel for a long time will know we use this drill for drilling grass seeds, and that's why we've took all the pipes off of the coulters, like this, and just cable tied them on. Now, we kind of want to do something a bit more permanent. The plan is to put a piece of angle across these two bars that hold the harrow on, like that, on the angle like this, weld some pipes onto it, and then put those pipes onto the pipes to just blow the seed out, so that the seed kind of falls in the coulters a bit. The coulters can kind of bury it, the harrow can kind of bury it, but I don't want it to go over the back of the coulters. I want it to sort of land in here somewhere. Now you might be thinking, why is that important? Why the hell has that got anything to do with the big news? We've got this out because we've got quite a bit of grass seeds to drill. The reason we've got quite a bit of grass seeds to drill is because we have made a decision that we've kind of been umming and ahhing about for quite some time. The diabolical state of our crops has kind of made the decision a lot easier for us. We've decided to stop growing arable crops. We're done. We're going all grass. What with the payments that are available from SFI and so on and so forth, it is just a complete no-brainer for us. We like farming cows. Cows are what we enjoy, both myself and my dad. It's what we really are passionate about. So we're just gonna farm cows. It will also mean a lot of kind of other things will be going on. There'll be a lot of slimming down on kit, just loads of stuff happening. And I'm not gonna go too much into the detail of it now. We'll talk about it over like forthcoming videos, because we're just gonna get into the weeds of it if we're not too careful. It's probably something I can drip feed a little bit more. We've got a lot of grass to get drilled. We've got loads to put in this spring. We're gonna have to put some in the autumn as well. So I'm gonna start and actually make this kind of drill into a grass drill. We've got to somehow do that pipe thing. Not really quite worked it out yet. Need to find a decent 3 meter long piece of angle iron, but it's not that, because that is absolutely enormous. And one that's straight, which is, can be a bloody miracle on this farm. What's this bit? This bit might do it. This is turning out to be a bigger job than I thought. I was hoping to weld some pipes on here to attach these two, just like that. Essentially how them coulters work. Trouble is, can't really do that because this one doesn't reach. So they've either got to be really long, which is just asking for trouble, or I've got to add some pipe on. I can add some pipe on, but then I've got to find some pipe that fits. This piece of pipe is right for this black pipe. That black pipe will fit over the top of this, which is fine. I'm just not sure if we've got enough black pipe. I'm not sure if we've got enough of that metal pipe. Might be able to work it if we put some of the metal pipe on and some old coulters. We've got a few old coulters that we could use. Why does it have to be so hard? You'll never guess what. We've only got a certain amount of this pipe. This is the proper drill pipe. So I can't use all the proper drill pipe because I haven't got enough. Could order some more, but then we've got another issue. This pipe is the bigger pipe. I thought we got loads of this pipe. I was like, oh, we've got loads and we'll be able to make it work. No, this pipe is actually different. It's smaller up the inside. Which means that this pipe doesn't fit because it only fits on the one pipe, the bigger one. We haven't got enough coulters to cut up to do all coulters, or at least what we need to. And I can't find any metal pipe to actually fit. So this might not be happening after all. Unless by some miracle, something appears from somewhere. That's what you get for using all the stuff you've got in the workshop all the time and never buying any new stuff. Because eventually one day, you just run out. Brainwave. Raining again. Can you see what we've done here? We've welded these bits of tube onto that angle, welded the angle onto those brackets just there. If you look real closely, with all the heat from the welding, it's actually got a slight bend in it, but whatever, it's not going to be a problem. We're going to take these pipes, we're going to be able to insert them into here because the pipe is big enough, push them down through. We'll be able to drill a little hole in those pipes into the front, put a little round-headed nut up from the inside to hold the pipes in place, and then that should do the job of just blowing the seed out the back and dropping it in here before the harrow. That was Dad's idea as well. I'm not taking credit for that. Dad came in and was like, what about if we had a pipe and we put the coulter pipe down the pipe as opposed to putting the coulter pipe on a pipe? Now I've just got to work out how much extra pipe I'm going to need for the ones that don't reach. Might even treat myself to a bit of red paint as well and give it a nice little touch up, make it look smart. Anyway, I'm going to go do that maths, hide away from this rain a little bit. Now if anyone's got any questions about what we're doing regarding like the whole going all cows thing, what the expansion plans are, where we're trying to make to, whatever else, honestly, feel free to ask them. Might not necessarily be able to answer them in text because there's going to be a lot of writing, but I'll do my best. Whatever you get up to this weekend, look after yourselves, have a good one, and I'll see you in a bit. Ta-da! Hey, if you haven't seen it already, why not check out this video? Or you can subscribe by clicking on that logo. Alternatively, head to www.bodysfarm.com where you can read more about the farm, check out some blog posts, or treat yourself to some of the amazing clothing that we wear here every single day. Cheers!